Ah,
Well,
no.
we will get into it, won't we?
Get into it. What is there to get into?
Well, we'll get into why you hate it.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I don't know. It's just bizarre to me that Tuna has an opinion on it at all. Although I do like it. When Tuna gets a fresh haircut, I can tell. So
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Tom.
the consternation. Is that which one is this? This is from Masoka.
Yeah, Shin Hati.
That's one step removed from Shit's Fisto, whatever that fucking fake Star Wars character is. So what number is that?
Glib? Kit Fisto?
No, not Kit.
Glib something or other.
Glib
Yeah,
shit,
I know what you're talking
Glib
about.
shit.
Yeah.
So
And
something.
then
Glub shitto. That's it.
and there's Balin Skulls.
Balin Skulls.
Because it comes as a set.
Gotcha. They're orange.
They're orange. It came with a new blade.
Whoa.
Because the old blades don't support orange.
Can you believe it?
Not quite Sith, not quite Jedi.
I feel like this is a thing where you either get one or you get them all. Like you're either
I mean,
one.
it's probably closer to. All
I think for a lot of people, like if you're getting more than one, I think actually a lot of people are only getting like two, because a lot of people would be like, I want to get my favorite one and I'm gonna make one.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have sickos like me.
Sick bastards. Of the
I've avoided collecting things my whole life. This is the first thing that I'm like truly.
What are you
now,
talking about?
now
You
I'm
collected
deep.
some lost stuff. You used to have like lost figurines.
I still do, but there's
Yeah.
10. It's not an ongoing. I'm talking about like when people collect things. Buying like the full set of something that there aren't even a dozen of doesn't necessarily constitute as collecting, because it's a one and done. It's not an on, it has to be something like a Funko Pop or like it's a thing where you're collecting all of them and
clear.
I'm not going to get all the
you up?
lightsabers,
Did
but
that
I've
clear it up for you, Tina?
Yeah.
Oh, we should start the show.
Mm.
This will be news to Tom.
Exciting.
What'll be news to him?
Previously on
Oh, yeah.
Unranked.
All
So
right.
here's how it's going to work. If you look at Tourist Trap, right? Whichever
Okay.
one of us has the higher name, we saw Taskmaster came out this week. This is like the Olympics. Whichever one of us gets the gold on Tourist Trap gets the point for Tourist Trap.
Holy shit! There's a whole bunch of. There's number 18 is 6 minutes 25 seconds.
And we're going to do it across all of the easy courses.
I'm gonna do every single easy course in 2 weeks.
1 month from
Okay.
1 month, 4 weeks. We're gonna because then
Alright.
we can talk about it over the next 4 weeks.
Okay. All right.
The first week, 11 courses. Second week, the second 11 courses. Third week, the third 11 courses. And then the final week, Alex, we have time to go back through and beat one another's times on the ones that we're losing on. Hello and welcome to the 480th episode of the Unranked podcast. Here we are. It is Christian Humes, the one and the only Alex Tuna Marinello.
Hello.
And back from PAX, as bald as he ever was, Tom.
Been a minute.
2016 Caswell, because you shaved your head back then when you started on this podcast.
2016.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
I-
interestingly, the last time you
Yeah.
shaved your head, it was right after you went through a bad breakup. This time, it's right after you've been married.
Sure. Bad breakup at work. But
Yeah. Yeah.
no. It just needed to go. It's getting really muggy here in New York. I was like really struggling the other day with the heat. I actually got one of those neck
Yes, the
fan
Coolify.
combos. Yeah, the Coolify Air.
Yep, nice. They
And,
work.
They do a good job, but my hair is just too heavy and gross and sweaty. And
Yeah.
blah. I was
Yeah.
like, you know what? I said, I look broke down the face, and I've just had dreams of like just shaving it for forever. And I was like, you know what? We're gonna do this. It's time. So we did it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he'll be back soon enough. Not
Yeah, I
soon
hate
enough
it.
For,
So
not soon enough for tuna, apparently.
I think it looks. I think you look. I think you look terrible.
Alex
So
is
I don't
far
look
less
like
interested in making love
Alexei
to you right now.
Shostakov, the Red Guardian.
yeah, I mean, the long hair was peak Tom. Right now,
Wow.
you look like you're ready to run me over in like either a motorcycle or like a muscle car. Like you just look like a jerk. Like you don't look.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hmm. You know what's funny? I was actually just before because I was like you know because Tom needed 15 minutes, so I was just scrolling through the TV, right?
Tom, I'm gonna interrupt Alex for a second here. Has
Why?
he seemed cattier than normal to you lately?
Cattier?
Um, maybe, but I think it's a slow progression. I don't think it is a. I don't think it's been a switch, like a flip switch.
Well, Chris is instigating right now.
Okay.
Chris is instigating.
Right, but this
I'm
is
setting him
just
up.
like you
Alex feels
said.
is this
Yeah,
is the
this
setup?
is
Do I
just like when
take
Chris
do I
said,
no, do I
uh,
take the do I take the bait or do I let it go?
This is like when
And
he said that you shed a tear and you denied it, like he said that you would.
Yeah. Right. Right. But he's
Like,
baiting
you
me right
can't
now.
you can't deny your carrier because then that would be an agreement.
Yeah. So anyway, so right before I get on,
You got to plead the fifth.
I was watching Cops really quick, old episodes of
Why?
Cops,
What?
and it was funny. This guy got pulled over.
What the fuck?
Well, I had nothing to do for 15 minutes, so I was like, and Brit's doing Regents
And you
prep
can't
with her
watch the
kid.
Jokers anymore after
No,
the allegations.
yeah, but I'll watch Cops. So turn on Cops, right? I thought this was so
Amazing.
funny. The guy gets
Okay.
pulled over, right? He's like I've never been pulled over before, and the cop's going through his stuff in the car, right? Comes out marijuana, and the
Okay.
guy's like, oh yeah, no, personal use, personal use. Okay,
Okay.
right? Goes back in the car. Five little bags of Coke, personal use, personal use,
Personal
personal use, right? Another 5 bags of meth, personal use, personal use, personal use.
Jesus Christ.
And then the guy goes, "What's this scale?" And he goes, "Personal use. I have to measure out to make sure I'm getting the right dosage."
Yeah.
I just thought it was funny.
That's what I look
don't know.
like. I look like
You
that
do
guy.
look like you're about to get pulled over in an episode of Cops, or someone's the
What-
cops have been called for domestic violence complaint.
No, you need to put sunglasses on like you're in like a truck, and then take a profile picture, kind of a thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
I don't like this at all.
I'm into
this
it.
reminds me.
I'm so
no,
Tom. I'm into it.
No,
Thanks,
this is
Chris.
Chris
Appreciate
baiting
it.
again. This is reminding me of
Did
like
you-
Tommy the Flake back when you flaked.
Tom,
Oh,
did you
it's giving me
consider
vibes.
doing the full shave? Because I did that one time. I did it like a year before we did the podcast. I did the full skin shave.
I did. I did that
Full
at the start
skinhead.
of the pod. That was Miami. Like I was literally bald
Yeah.
for a period in Miami. And I haven't shaved it that short since. I mean, this is like really close to that. Like,
know.
Yeah.
No. It looks like you could have painted your head black.
Like the
really
fake
fun on my
hairspray.
scalp,
Do you remember
wasn't it?
the spray? Do you
Yeah,
remember the
the
spray
fake
on
hairspray.
hair
Yeah.
infomercials?
Yeah,
My
that's what you
scalp
look.
is
That's what it looks like.
really, like pale.
I just
That
I
the
don't.
color needs to come in there.
No, the hair needs to
scalp.
come back.
The
hair needs to come back.
in.
Well, you'll get a tan faster there, Tom, once you don't have hair covering it, you know?
Yeah, I know. I'm excited.
Mm.
Nice.
You probably need to put some sunscreen on that bad boy now.
But I do think that it will be easier to do because I can just like put it on my face and then just like slick it through.
Yeah, just massage it in.
Yeah, or get one of those puppies that you're wearing.
What puppies? Oh, yeah, one of these.
Hat. Yeah.
Straw hats. Yeah.
You
I
still
wanted to
reading
bring this with me to Hawaii.
You still reading that, Tom?
I have not touched any form of written word
Pathetic.
in a long time.
Mm.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I have finished an entire work of written word.
Oh, he got it in.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. We should start the podcast. We'll get to this later. We haven't even.
We
haven't
have
done
started
shit.
the podcast.
Well,
the
you know
podcast
what
has been started.
You know, here's the thing, Alex. Here's the
You're
thing.
recording. I see it.
I hope
I don't
so.
want an excuse that you're not recording.
I certainly hope so. Really be.
I'm
Something.
Yeah, I think if that happens again, I think we
What do you
reserve the
mean if
right that
that
you just have to
happens
do it.
again?
It's happened twice
Oh,
now that he's done it.
Yeah,
right.
it's bad. It's bad news.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I mean, I think it's happened each time that
Although
he's had
this
to do it
last
by
time, at least
himself.
a different thing happened.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I still
The
think
other
Tom
time I
needs
just
to
didn't
do like
record it.
a
This last time I hit stop recording instead of stop share after the previously on
right,
time.
It's
right.
funny.
I think Tom should do the post show by himself as punishment for flaking last week.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Why do you think that?
What do you mean? Why do I think that?
I think he had mentioned PAX in the past. We
No,
knew he was
oh
going.
my revisionist history.
It's just
Holy crap.
it's just been a busy couple of weeks, and we'll get into
Yeah.
it. We'll get
Yeah,
into
yeah.
it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
want to hear the excuses.
Tom's had a lot going on.
Played no games. He's played no games with us.
Well, he's been
Zero.
at PAX. He's been seeing a lot of games.
I've been
That,
playing.
that
some
was just
games with
last weekend.
Pats.
I'm talking about the last month. I think in the last 30 days he has not played one game with either of us.
Oh, yeah, that's correct.
That's true. That's true. I'm telling you, man.
That is
Telling you.
correct.
Look, we're
Yeah.
about to get so much switch to it, and it'll make your head spin.
I'm starting to feel like maybe we're not.
Oh my god! You ever think I'm gonna weld it up
Yeah.
with you lads?
Not with us.
Come on.
Not with us.
Who
Not
am I
maybe
gonna
with
play
you.
with?
Maybe with your PAX friends.
No. Oh my god! Fucking roll the jingle.
I did. I played it already.
Yeah, it's
Well,
played.
fucking hit it. Pokemon.
Pokemon
480.
480. We have quite the Pokemon today, guys.
Do we?
Oh, yes.
He doesn't even, it's so
Oh,
good
yes.
he doesn't even know it.
I do. I'd like to hear how you're going to pronounce it.
Yuxi. Is it Yuxi?
I'll be
Uxie?
honest. Yeah, I think I would have said Uxie.
I think it's
but
Yuxi though because
might
the
be
Japanese
Yuxi.
have it
Yeah.
spelled Yuxie.
Nice.
Yuxi.
Nice. Might be a combination of the U of the acronym UMA.
Actually, yeah, this should be.
No, it is Ukes because that first symbol is YU.
Wait, this is really interesting. So it actually is spelled Uxie and Yuxi. May be a combination of U of the acronym UMA, unidentified mysterious animal, and Pixie. It may also involve the pronoun you. That's got to be one of the more dubious, I would say, bullshit name
Yeah.
origins.
Let's
never
also
seen.
talk about what this Pokemon looks like briefly. So this is definitely like a
Okay.
sort of like sprite fairy style, like sort of fantasy, less of an obvious like animal necessarily. It's a small gray fairy like Pokemon with two gray tails that are each encrusted with a red gem. Uxie has a partially yellow face with another red gem encrusted into its forehead. Its head faintly resembles that of a helmet or a human brain. Uxie always has its eyes closed as it can wipe out the memory of those who see its eyes. It's a psychic type Pokemon.
Wipe out
Um,
so it's like a Men in Black Pokemon.
Yeah, a little
Yeah,
bit.
that's
You
pretty
look at
cool.
its eyes and then the red jewel.
Snap. Thanos snapped the
Honestly,
brain.
one of the coolest like sci-fi gadgets that's ever been invented.
Oh yeah, they had
The
it.
memory
Mind wipe?
eraser.
Yeah. Dude,
Yeah.
so good. So good.
Minutes,
Especially because they always play it
days,
off with like fun.
years.
Like, they'll be like, oh, you just got back from, like they just give them a story and everyone just goes about their day. It's good.
Yeah,
That's
no,
good stuff.
Good shit.
I would like one of those.
Same.
You know who could use one of those? Nathan
Me.
Fielder.
I haven't seen the latest episode, so don't.
No, I'm just saying in general, because then he could do he could just rehearse the scenes for real with the actual person to get their real answers and then just do it over and over and over
Oh
again
my
until he
god,
gets.
that's the next season. That's the next season.
All right, let's take. I want to see what the shiny is. Did they actually do anything with this?
No,
Oh.
it's awful. I think it's awful.
Well, I mean, it is a major departure. They completely changed the primary color of the Pokemon to gold. I wish they had just done a full palette swap because they took kind of the gold from the head and put it on the body, and then they made the head bronze. They should have made the top like a blue or a purple.
It also may take its form draw inspiration from a cherub, one of the three highest ranking angel classes in Christianity.
Mm,
Ooh.
interesting.
Now,
Isn't
here's
it?
something you should understand is this is one of the first three of a legendary
Legendaries,
trio, kind of
yes.
like a Zapdos, Articuno,
Mm-hmm.
your dogs, your birds, etc.
Sure,
Um,
sure.
Sure,
which
sure.
means not
We're
bad
almost
on the
done.
stats. Not bad
Ah.
on the
Not too shabby in the
stats.
stats department.
Mm-hmm.
Stay
Mm-hmm.
strong Pokemon.
Yeah.
Stay strong Pokemon.
I'd say it's
Um,
pretty high up in the rankings.
I
yeah,
like it. It's from I know it from Arceus. They're
yeah.
three of the legendaries in the post game.
Mm,
Um,
Well, speaking of
so
Arceus,
yeah.
along with me, Sprite, and Aslef, who we'll meet in the next two episodes,
we'll meet them.
Uxie is a member of the Lake Guardians, a legendary trio created by Arceus and first discovered in the Sinnoh region. Uxie is known as the being of knowledge. So it's the god
Mm,
of knowledge. With Arceus is the god of everything. It created literally everything, the universe. It is Arceus is just the god. It's just God in the Pokemon world, not just the god Pokemon, but just God.
mm-hmm.
Um, this is like one of the primary gods that Arceus made. So it's a very strong Pokemon. Pokemon Legends Arceus feels like the Pokedex we should go with to learn more. A Pokemon feared but also respected for stealing away the memories of evildoers. I found records that suggest Uxie holds dominion over knowledge.
Hmm. Okay.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Um, let's look at that note. Let's look at that list.
Let's look at the list.
Who did we have last week, Alex? Do you remember off the dome?
Rock Rotom. It
Oh,
should be.
Rotom.
Who I like, but I don't think Tuna would. Let's see where he put it, or where you guys put it.
No, I liked Rotom.
Oh, okay.
Rotom. Rotom.
Rotom.
That went 25.
Yeah, pretty high up.
Yeah. I'm thinking this is higher than that. I'm thinking I'm looking at the teens.
Yeah,
Maybe,
yeah.
maybe a
Definitely,
bit,
definitely in the teens.
maybe a bit higher, honestly. Maybe this is breaking the top 10.
You think this is? It's possible if there was going to be a Pokemon that would break it. So in recent memory, could be this one.
Maybe the new above Riolu under Infernape, like 6 or 5.
Oh, oh boy. Hmm.
That feels a little high.
Hmm.
I was thinking like, is it better than Miss Magus?
Hmm.
I was thinking like, is it the new number 10 or is it the new number 9? I don't think it's better than Riolu.
Hmm. That's fine. I would put it in the number 9. No, maybe the new number. Well, Glaceon. I don't. Mm. Yeah, I mean around there. I'm good with if you guys want to put it around there.
Yeah, I
I'll
think
leave
I
it up
think
to you.
Infernape's a little high for me, Tom.
Ooh.
Okay. I'll take it.
The new number 9?
Yeah, put it in the new number 9.
All right. Wow. I mean, it's breaking into the top 10. That's
It's good. It's a good
I
Pokemon.
think I think the it's I don't think it's the best of the legendary trio. I think it's the middle of the legendary trio. Oh man, you know what we should do during the post show?
Tell me.
We should pull up all the previous legendary trios and then rank them individually. Not like in a list necessarily. We could do that at the end, but like because there's 3 in this generation, there's 3, like we should I'd be curious to know like between Zapdos, Articuno, Moltres,
We can do a
you know
tier
what I
maker.
mean?
I've been trying to do that on the post show.
Yeah, tier maker.
We'll use
Let's do a tier
for that.
maker. All right, let's do a tier maker legendary trios. I think there's some quattros as well, but
Quattro.
Hmm.
There's
Yeah.
some duos as well.
all right, let's move on.
Some unos.
Some Unos. Well, then are those like mythical Pokemon?
Oh, well, isn't that a same?
We can't do
category?
all of them. We got to try and stick to like the trio
Okay.
quattros, because otherwise, Tom, that's an episode. Because there's like at this point, there's like 50 plus Pokemon if you count legendaries and mythicals and shit.
Yeah.
I
You're not
gotta
wrong.
show because I didn't do this on the podcast. I gotta show you this. honestly, Tom, Shins isn't the one I was like super excited about
Glove
getting. I was
shitter.
yeah, that's what it is. Shinhati, she's the non-Jedi sort of in training in Ahsoka. I was much more excited to get Baylan Skoll's lightsaber, but now that I have this and I'm holding this, this might be one of my absolute favorite designs for a
It's pretty
hilt.
cool. It is
It's
cool.
like
Yeah.
these are hard, rigid, like there's like a nice grip here that like keeps your hand from slipping from it, even though they're actually like metal.
Okay.
I really like this, just like
Hilt thing, yeah.
yeah, like the cover for your hand to go over it, and then it really does fall like it actually has the colorings more of a Jedi lightsaber, but a lot of like the design language
Of the
of a
Empire.
dark side. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's this is like a really fucking unique. This is I maybe one of my like top five lightsabers
Hmm.
now that I have
Cool.
it. Like I keep
Let's
playing
see
with
the
this
other
one a
one.
lot.
Let's see the other one.
The other one,
Oh, ooh. He's lost it, ladies and gents.
no, I do have it. I was just getting
Oh.
the blade.
Oh. Just getting the blade. I'm just taking the blade in the hilt and getting my blade. Oh, interesting. Yeah.
It's definitely I'd say like one of the heaviest, but his is you haven't watched it yet, right? You haven't seen this one yet either, right, Tuna?
No.
So
Actually, that looks
obviously
pretty cool. That does look pretty cool.
it's really cool.
It
And the
does.
other thing that's really cool about it is it's big. And in the show, it's like a broadsword. Like his
Right.
saber's like really long. So it's like he fights
You know
two,
who's playing him next
two-handed.
season, Tuna? Because the original guy died.
Oh, which sucks because that actor was amazing.
Not Ray something is the original.
Oh, the older guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got the Hound to
Oh, they got the Hound to replace him.
yeah.
Okay.
Looks good.
Did
All
they?
right.
I thought they
Mhm.
were getting that other guy to replace him. I thought it was a different Game of Thrones guy. I thought it was like
Hound.
Dickon's dad or something.
A Dickon's dad.
Dickon's dad.
Everyone's
Yeah.
favorite character.
Dickon's dad.
Dickon's dad. Also father to Rickon and Ricky Balboa.
I guess it is the Hound. I
Dickon-
guess maybe
Dick-
this is when like this,
Dickon's
that's
dad.
interesting. He doesn't. I wonder how good of a job he's gonna do. I hope he does a good job.
Rory Khan, I think, is the.
I like that
Hound's
actor a
name.
lot. I hope he pulls it off because the first guy was like he was half that show. Every time he was on scene, like he was so compelling. That actor was really, really good. So I hope that recast goes well.
Oh, wow.
Although I hear there's a recast in Andor. I haven't seen it, and I heard
Mhm.
people are happy with it. So
Yeah, it's not bad.
it's not bad.
Yeah. I finished Andor. I thought that Andor got off to a slow start, and I was worried, and I was like, oh
Season
no.
one was like that. I feel a little bit.
I was like, when it started, I was like, oh no. Oh, did they fail? Is season two and just should they have just left it? But it picked up, ended up being really good. So
I've seen 2 of the first 3 episodes because I was like, I told Teresa, I was like, I'm gonna watch some of this for you get back. She's coming back tomorrow night, so we're gonna probably watch most, if not all of it, this weekend.
Mhm.
We're just gonna binge it. But
Mhm.
I was surprised you said that because that first episode it
boring.
opened so dude, all the stuff with the TIE fight, like when he's breaking out and just shit goes wrong, like I thought
Nah,
all of that was great. I thought it was
Nah.
great.
yeah.
I'm very
Yeah.
excited to see how it jumps from thing to thing because we're gonna watch it like it's a movie because each one is just its own 3-part story basically. So we're just with the time jumps and everything. So we're just gonna watch
Yeah.
3 episode, 3 episode, 3 episode, do it in dumps like that. So
Sounds good.
I did watch
Oh boy.
Survivor.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that.
Let's
Yeah,
do it.
so I took a gamble yesterday at like 4 o'clock. So
Okay.
myself and Boat Boy are in first and second in the tribal council, and we have the same 6 people. And we've both been keeping Mitch out of our group.
Mm.
And I was like, I need to take a risk here. The only way I can get ahead of him is if we're wrong and Mitch stays in. So I had to swap Mitch with someone, and I flipped a coin between the two
Shaheen
people, between
or
Shaheen and Kyle.
Camilla? Oh, Kyle.
No,
Okay.
between Shaheen and Kyle. I picked wrong.
Oh,
It's over. The season's done. There's no
yeah.
way
I
I can. We
can't.
have
I
the same
can't
five
catch
people
up.
now.
I'm so.
We have the first and
like at
second
the
have the
bottom of this
same.
season.
Yeah, we both have the 5 remaining players, so it's a deadlock now for first and second. But third place, I think Slater passed both of you guys as well. He
Oh
crawled his way
boy.
back in from missing the first episode, which is really something. But yeah, Steve. I mean, I'll say it when the season's fully over, but Steve has definitely got this one. Bry Guy's in third with Slater 1 point behind in fourth, and
Competitive
then
this
Gunchpot.
season.
Oh my God, Bry Guy, Slater, Gunchpot, Boston Rob, Tuna, and Smooth, and then Tom.
Yep, I'm at the bottom.
Third to eighth place is a 7 point spread.
Makes sense.
That's crazy.
Because
Yeah.
I was like at a point where I was like, oh, I'm actually doing well this season in terms of
Yeah.
keeping
Yep.
bad players out. But now at this point, like, there's no.
No hope for you.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm at the score that I'm gonna have. There's nothing I can do to change that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good episode, emotional episode. Joe
Yeah.
continues to be very. I'm just very impressed with the game he's playing and how he's maneuvering through everything.
Yeah. He's dominant like Boston Rob was.
Really dominant player, and no one wants to touch him.
Yep.
The Eva on the sidelines playing this very honest game, and she has all of these. She didn't even play one of her advantages. Like,
Yeah.
it was their game to lose, and they've held on to it. And spoilers. Sad to see Shaheen go, but
Yeah, I know. I really liked
Yeah.
him.
I liked him a
I
lot.
would have loved to see the California girls make it together.
Yeah, I thought this was a fantastic episode. I love that challenge, the slide into the water one, and then the snake thing. Yeah, great. Enjoyed it.
Yeah, I thought it was a good episode. I'd like to get back a little bit to the cutthroat Survivor
I
days.
think it is cutthroat. I still
No
think it's
way,
cutthroat.
dude. No, it's
I don't
getting
know.
a little soft.
I
It's a
hear what
little
you're
soft.
saying, Alex.
little soft these
However,
days.
Soft.
I feel
Little
like
soft
every
these days.
season has been the new era has just been everyone just like every episode. We're trying to do a blind side. Like every episode has been that, and
Yeah.
that's gotten boring. Seeing like
But it doesn't work.
Yeah, it's been fun seeing.
But also, I'm kind of over. If we're gonna keep going, right, with Survivor, I'm kind of done with the story, like the person who has the best story.
right. But then, if
not
anything, what you're getting
the
this season is the
fucking
best version,
brand
right?
of
Because
the-
the strongest players are winning.
No, but you still have the other element
What
with
is a
Joe and the
survivor?
whole thing that
The
happened,
person with
and
the best stories.
the best. Everybody on this season has a different story. That Shaheen had his, Camilla has hers,
Oh my
Joe has
God,
his
people
now.
in a competition to win $1 million have
That's
a
what I'm.
story.
But leave your baggage
I
off
love
on the plane.
idea of you being on that island trying to curry jury favor. And I'm like, so Tuna, what brings you here? And you're thinking, you're like,
Fucking
well,
$1 million for
like,
myself,
I don't
bitch.
I don't really need the money. I was just gonna buy like 1,000 fucking golf packs.
I love how you're saying that about me when the narrative would be Chris being like, I'm just going to use the money to buy all the lightsabers in the world and have my
Chris would have a bit more social game than that, and would be like, oh, my daughter. And
Yeah,
my,
What dog? He doesn't even have a dog. It's not even there yet.
Yeah, but they don't need to know that.
I'm making the.
He's
I'm
lying,
making-
so he's lying.
I would lie. I would lie
He's
from
lying.
day one.
He's already lying.
I would lie from day one. I would
Snake in the
I would give
grass.
people a fake name. They'd be like, "Who are you?" I'd be like,
my
Alex Marinello.
God.
Chris play.
Drag
I
my
guess
name
you
to
could.
the
I guess
mud.
you could play like.
I've done that so many
catfish.
times in my lifetime where I've given people Alex's name.
You know what though? The reason
So
I guess
What?
I've been watching a lot of like Survivor YouTube videos of
Oh
like
boy,
old,
here we go. Alex
the
is getting radicalized through
top
Survivor
five.
YouTube.
It's top 5 like times that the Survivor producers broke their own rules, best
Ooh.
challenges, the most dangerous challenges. I was telling Chris there was a challenge. I don't know if you saw it, Tom. There was a challenge in little older Survivor where they hooked them up to a spinning wheel that dunked their heads in water, and then they had to gulp water and come up and spit that water into a trough.
Survivor used to be part Fear
Jesus.
Factor.
Yeah, Survivor used to be like, let's go, and the people, the shit that they, I mean, come on, man, let's get back to that. Not this kumbaya shit. Like they go to the sanctuary, and Shaheen's basically like, you know, telling Joe he's the god of the game. I'm like, well, you're gonna
And then
lose.
he gets him, and then he votes him out. It makes it so much more interesting when the knife has to get twisted.
Yeah, but in the old Survivor,
But
that
the-
knife
but
used to
the-
that knife used to twist all the time.
I
Kelly
oh,
Wentworth,
God.
when I mean the Idol plays back in the old days. I mean, this was, I'm telling you, man, we've lost a
Yeah.
little bit. Enough with the stories. enough with the sad stuff.
the sad
But this
stuff.
here's the thing, Alex,
Tuna
right?
just doesn't
It's
wanna
like
have a shed a tear.
here's the
No-
thing. The
no
meta
more
the
tears.
meta changes, right, over time, and then it
It
comes back,
does.
it comes back
It
around
does.
because
Gotta swing
they
back
have
around.
to,
We gotta
right?
go back. We gotta go back.
that's
We have
also-
to go back.
Keep in mind, this is also why we have other competition reality shows you can watch,
Yeah.
because that's where, you know, you can set. That's why we have the Traders. That's why we have Circle. That's why we have Battle Camp. Battle Camp is good. You're gonna like Battle Camp when you watch Battle
Alright.
Camp.
Okay.
Battle Camp was good.
All right.
I don't know if we're getting more Circle.
You think Circle's
It's like,
done?
where is it?
I feel like we just watched
Where
this
is it?
season.
Where
I think it's
is
been a year. I think it's been a year.
No, it hasn't. No way.
Yeah.
No, it hasn't, Chris, because we started it. It's close though.
It was September.
Oh, last fall. Yeah.
It is
September.
close because we
away.
started it last.
That just
weekend.
feels like the kind of show that should be on twice a year. Like a lot of these shows,
Yeah.
like
Don't they
Survivor's
shoot
doing it
other
right, doing it
seasons
twice
of
a year.
Foreign... Oh no, because they move production to the States. That's right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Oh well. What else? What else going on?
C'est la vie. What have you guys been up to?
just playing more walkabout mini golf, trying to do these runs.
Oh, right, the
that
speed
was in the
runs.
previously on.
Yeah.
I embarrassingly missed a walkabout mini golf game match with
Oh yeah.
a bigger cohort than just us, but I fell asleep.
Yeah. You've been messaging the Oceans group for weeks,
Right.
demanding we play walkabout
Yeah.
mini golf,
Yeah,
and I get on.
yeah.
There's me. There's two other boys. Neither of them
Yeah.
are Alex Marinello.
Wow.
Where's Alex Marinello?
No, I fell asleep,
Who are the other
and
two
I was
lads?
giving
Kenny
and I was giving one of our other friends,
Kenny and Kenny's
shit.
friend.
Oh, okay.
And I was giving one of our other friends in the group shit for not coming on.
Yeah.
Yep.
For weeks now, and
Yeah.
then it's my time to shine and show
Mm.
that I'm there, and I wasn't.
To shine.
Yeah.
I don't think I've been playing anything else. I beat Tiny Toon Adventures Buster's
Oh hell yeah!
treasure thing. So
On your
because-
Amber Nick.
on the thing that Tom got
Fuck
us.
yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, so I beat that after I
Sick.
think the last time I played it, I was 8 years old, sick, home from school.
Hell yeah!
Couldn't get past probably the first area. That's really it that's been going on here. I don't think I've played. Chris and I have not done any split fiction.
No, but I think the next
Dang.
time we play it, we should just play it tomorrow. We should just continue the story so we can finish the story first.
Yeah,
At this
I
point,
agree.
I would like to finish the game and then we can go and put
Yeah.
ourselves through laser hell.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I would like to finish the game.
Yeah, and then I you weren't here last time, Tom, but I'll just briefly say that I'm done with Blueprints. I've gone about as far as I can go.
I think you
In
said
terms
that on the
of-
week before as well.
I don't maybe,
I feel like I remember you
but I've
saying
gone as far
something.
as I can.
Cool.
I have not completed the game, so we'll just leave it there.
Leave it at that. Leave it at that.
Christian,
Yeah, I didn't really play this week. I
okay.
just did the walkabout mini golf stuff because I mentioned to you like so this it's like Therese travels a lot typically, right? So I'm
Okay.
usually I have a lot of like home alone time, which is nice. But I
Okay.
realized that this is the last time Therese is going to travel again for a long
Right.
time,
yeah,
and then we're going to have the kid
Mm.
right.
the next time she travels. So this is literally the last time I'm at home alone for the
Oh, yeah.
foreseeable future.
How much
Yeah.
time we got on your hands?
I have only got another day left.
Mm.
And
This
it's
is it.
been
The final 24 hours have begun.
Final countdown.
The final to the dawn of the final day. Awesome.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
spent a lot of time. I played each course on Walkabout Mini Golf twice. I only felt like my times were good enough to submit on, I think, 6 of them. So I still need to redo a few, especially because you sent your times, Alex, and then I had, I think, maybe 8, but then 2 of the times I had for the ones that you would submit weren't higher than yours. So I was like, well, no reason to bother now. I have to try and redo those. But I did submit a bunch, so hopefully they will get clarified, like they'll get put in tonight.
Okay.
Because then I gotta start doing week 2s.
So I still haven't
read
finished week 1. So, but you said
Well,
we
you
have a
should.
month to do
Yeah.
11.
No, we do. But week 2
Yeah,
starts
okay.
this week, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Check.
Yo.
But you got the Odyssey in.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
I got the Odyssey in before I left for Hawaii.
I thought you left the book.
I did. I left it at home here.
Right.
So when you say I got the Odyssey, you mean I read it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I read the yes. I read the latest translation of the Odyssey.
Right.
But when you said you got the Odyssey in, I'm like, well, no, I had it. It was
I
ready
see what
delivered.
you're
It
saying.
was at the house.
Yes.
I showed it to you previously.
Yes.
Yeah. It's good. It's good. I haven't read the previous translation in a long enough time to make any like direct comparisons. But a lot of people were talking online about the like de facto English translation, the UK one. People like this one a lot more than that. Apparently, a lot of people have trouble with. I can't remember what her name was. I'll have to look it up. But people are not
J.K.
happy with
Rowling.
her version of it. Oh my God, it might be. It's not though.
It's got to cut out a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I mean it's still
translation.
a translation. It's not like this guy's not going to the other English versions and then reworking
Right.
them. He's
Right.
going to the language versions. There's probably like Latin versions that they're primarily, my guess is, but I'm sure they also have the Greek and everything as well.
The women's bathroom.
Yeah, if he used AI to do it, Tom, it'd be like a lot of people are complaining about
Like the
farmers.
white stuff.
Yeah, the white South Africa.
Did you know this, Tuna? So since J.K. Rowling did the Harry Potter stuff and she went on that fucking transphobic like journey, she has released a series of novels that are like meant to be adult novels, and they're like about a detective, and like all of the crimes involve trans people. I'm serious.
Really?
I'm serious.
She's just nuts. She's just
Why
nuts.
That's
Why do
so
people
crazy
care?
to me? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my whole thing. Why do people care?
So
People are
weird.
just
dude.
nuts.
Like, well,
Dude.
why does
So
she
weird.
care so much? Like, why?
She's bored and has too much money.
But that's and that's my point. Like, I feel like as soon as you get to a certain like money level,
Yeah.
I think I've
Yeah,
said
I
this
think-
before.
I think we should
just
treat it
shut
like
you
an
down.
addiction.
Or no, we just shut you down. Like you can't make any more than you've made.
If someone came up with a great solution, they were like, anytime someone's about to roll over and make their first billion, we just take it.
Right.
Yeah.
You're at 999
I think I said
million,
that.
and we just take. Well, it's
I think
a
I
great
said that.
policy. That's my policy.
You just
That's-
take
Yeah,
that, and anything you make above that, we just take it,
We
and
just
it's done.
take it.
And you're still good though because you
good.
have
golden.
right,
Golden,
and you're
some might
just as
say.
rich as everyone else. You're the richest person, but you're in the same level.
In the
You're all
same
at the
tax
same
bracket.
richest. You're in the
Yeah.
same group. You can all say that you're the richest
Bunch of
people. Fine, great.
communists, Yeah.
Yeah.
So we just take
Community of
it,
rich
but
people.
also you're not allowed then. Like we just kind of let you keep that, and you just get perpetual. Like, but you can't run any more businesses. Like you've won,
Yeah.
You've won
right? Like you
life,
won the
yeah.
game of life.
Yeah.
You won the game. You win. Congratulations. You're out though. Like
All right.
you know
I,
you
I, have,
retire.
I have an alternative to propose for you
Done.
here.
I just don't understand like why they care so much.
I think
Like,
this is
why
going about it
Elon
the wrong
Musk
way.
Just around.
I think this is
Like,
going about
dude,
it
like-
the wrong way.
Go buy an island and go away.
We need to treat it like the problem it is, which is as a disease.
Okay.
And they're basically, we need to treat greed like a disease. And when someone makes over $1 billion, we essentially like put them into a rehab facility where we also then have to like, get them off the money. And so we will just, we slowly start siphoning their money away. to
Yeah.
programs and things like that. And we basically like we force them to not make new income. Like I think we need to treat it because it's clear like as these people just get more and more wealthy, they become more and more insane. And so there is definitely something to like the mental illness of perpetual greed. And so I think we need to like, put them through that we have to make them go cold turkey on money, right?
Mm.
I think this is how we have to treat them. We don't celebrate them and say you right because then they're going to be like, well, I'm not the winner.
No,
If
but
there's another winner, I want to be the best winner. So then they're going to
yeah, but
find
I
some
feel
other
like maybe we
way to
put
make
them
all of our
all.
lives a living hell. That's not through money allocation. It's going to be through some other psychotic thing
Maybe
we
we
haven't even dreamed
deport.
of.
Maybe we deport them, and they get to live in their own
No,
island.
You
we
get to
put
live
them in a
wherever,
fucking forced
yeah.
rehab facility. We put them in fucking rubber rooms and we take their money away and we tell them they're not allowed to enter society again until they act like a good person.
Oh,
This is what we do to them. And again, we're not
okay,
talking about millionaires, we're talking about billionaires.
right.
Right?
All the millionaires that listen to this podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all the millionaires are okay. You don't pay a
Yeah,
dime.
you're all fine.
You don't
Yeah.
pay a fucking dime.
You're all just as close to being you're much closer to being on the
Yeah.
street than you are to being a billionaire.
Oh yeah.
Big time.
Oh my God. So yeah. I don't know. I don't got much else.
All right. Then
I've
should
been
we go
rotting
to
at home.
should we go to why Tom has been flaking for the last 30 days?
Oh,
Yeah. Well, I played some games. I'll talk about that first. So I played. Me and Brooke have a new game. After beating
Brooke and I.
Split Fiction. Correct. After beating Split Fiction, me and Brooke tried to go back to Path of Exile, but the latest update has like fucked all the balancing, and so we're gonna wait for the full release to jump back in because it's just very difficult right now to try and get back in the rhythm there. We are playing Revenge of the Savage Planet.
oh, dude, that looked good.
It's
I was thinking about seeing if
co-op.
Tuna wanted to play that.
It's fun. Fun game.
Okay.
It is like comedic take, kind of like that what was that Squanch Games, the High on Life. Kind
Yeah.
of like that, but a little bit more juvenile.
Well, I would imagine it's the same as the first game.
Similar.
So the first game had all of that. It had the fake ads. It had all the
Yes.
jokes. It had
Yes, it's very similar to the first game, which was a somewhat popular kind of like AA indie.
yeah.
Differences here, it's third person,
You sure it wasn't a AAA
quadruple A,
Google
yeah.
Google game? Wasn't it a Google game? I think it was a
Yeah,
Stadia game.
So it originally wasn't, but they made that game. They got bought by Google. Then 6 months later, Google shut Stadia down. They shut the studio down, and then basically some of the remaining people from the studio were like, "Well, let's go back to being independent," and they formed
Yeah.
a new studio called Raccoon Logic. And Revenge of the Savage Planet is a whole commentary on being owned by Google and how parent companies are
Yeah.
horseshit. Because you work for Kindred Aerospace, but you get bought by this company called Alta Global, and they send you to colonize a planet, but it takes 100 years, so you're in cryo freeze, and when you wake up, you've been laid off.
Hell
So
yeah.
there's no colony happening.
That's
Did
another
you
thing.
did you play
you
the
shouldn't be
first
allowed to
one?
buy companies.
I really liked the first one. What's up?
Companies shouldn't be allowed to buy other companies
Sure.
Ever?
ever. Done. If
All
you're
right.
done, you're done.
If you're done, you're done. I love that.
So the first time I played that game, Tom, Journey to the Savage Planet, was at a E3 like preview week. It was in like 2017, 2018. The other game they were showing was Control. So I got to go and I played like an hour of Control and I got to
Yeah,
play like
it's
an hour of that.
505
At the
I think,
time-
publishes both games, or published originally. Sure.
Control I thought was really cool, but I was like, yeah, it just seems like a third person because like I didn't have enough time to like see any of the story stuff. They was like it like the vertical slice like put you like into like heavy combat and then like some of the spaces and stuff, but it didn't put you in there was no narrative that you were really able to follow. So I was like, yeah, this seems fine. Like I was like, but Journey to the Savage Planet, this fucking sick. I was so excited because it had the like the grapple whip that Samus has and stuff. So I was very excited for that because it is very Metroid Prime coded with like the visor and everything like that. This looks cool.
Beautiful looking game too. Unreal 5, like kind of honestly a little hard to do with split screen because
Yeah.
there's just so much happening on screen at
Game
once.
Pass, right?
Yeah, I think it's on that and PlayStation. So I think me and
Fuck,
Brooke,
dude.
like, I'm going to try and play on my handheld, and Brooke will try
Oh, okay.
and we'll do it that way because I think there's just like a lot going on the screen at once.
Yeah.
So played some of that, played some Doom, Dark Ages, couple first missions of that. More Doom. I'm really enjoying it. I think that it's really interesting how they've gone from Eternal, which was very vertical. You know, you're trying to get up and above the enemy and down and around, and this is way more horizontal. Like, you can't really jump very high. You're doing like dashes. You have the shield, which also has a buzzsaw on it, so you can like throw it like Cap and cut enemies in twain. You can do one where you throw it, and if it hits a bigger enemy, it's like chewing them up, and you like shoot them with the fucking rail spike gun, and if you hit the buzzsaw as it's chewing them up, it's ping-ponging bullets everywhere and taking out other enemies. Feels really good. Yeah, just a really, really fucking solid game. Yeah, so that's the gaming that I've done. I've been away. We had PAX last weekend, and the TLDR there is kind of crazy. About 2 weeks ago at work.
Alex, does Alex know about any of this?
I don't think so.
I love that for him.
And, you know, I think I have a slightly interesting perspective on everything that went down.
Sure, of course.
Basically, and this is as much as I can say,
Yeah.
basically what happened was, about 2 weeks ago, you know, we've been doing this power block thing with Giant Bomb for a while. We've been doing it because we've had several kind of layoffs over the last couple of years that has forced the team to kind of the two teams to kind of work together more, and like kind of spread responsibilities and jobs and everything across the two brands. And one of the big reasons why we had layoffs last year happened around brand safety, and led to like hits to our ad revenue, stuff like that. And so there seemed to be essentially this kind of full stoppage thing at work a couple of weeks ago, where there were concerns over brand safety, and they wanted to get ahead of any potential issues. And so, as the Giant Bomb guys joked, there was this blanket PG-13 policy put across the entire company. And if you know Giant Bomb, not very PG-13 brand. And so we get a message at work from Grub, who hosts Game Mess Mornings, which became Game Breaking News. He was like, hey, not going to be doing the show the next couple of days, and I don't know if I'll be around next week. And my reaction was like, what the fuck? Then we get an email that's like, hey, we're pausing all live streaming. There are brand safety concerns. We're stopping live streaming. We basically had ripped up the rug last year by stopping all video on demand content. We stopped doing reviews, previews, all these things, moved to this live stream format, and now we weren't doing that either. Then people are pissed. People who are Giant Bomb fans,
Yeah.
they're in the dark. They don't know why their shows have stopped. They don't know this, that, the other. And we don't really know a lot at work also. Like, I want to be very clear. The last couple of weeks, everything that's happened has happened very, very quickly, and very, very, very few people knew about what was happening.
I was worried about you at GameStop Spot.
And I continue to be concerned in a way.
Sure, of course. Yeah, of course.
So basically, the live stream pause happens. We're kind of in free fall. We had this PAX thing planned weeks prior.
Yeah.
You know, we had the Giant Bomb had panels that PAX had made deals with fandom and such to have there. And now the content of those panels was no longer brand safe. Also, the Giant Bomb boys are kicking the hornet's nest because they're like, oh, once again, we're kind of getting screwed over. And
That's sort of
Then
the history of that website.
yeah, which is yeah, exactly. And it's really funny because, I think Giant Bomb really kicked off this whole independent media apparatus, but it came at a time when the idea wasn't to stay independent, the idea was to sell, right? And like make
Yeah.
money.
Well, it never really was independent because they were under Whiskey Media
Not
anyway. They
always.
didn't actually own it at that
Originally
time.
they did.
No, I think so. I think they founded it. I'm pretty sure because I was listening to what Gertzman said, and I think he actually said that it was always under Whiskey Media. Like they didn't have the funds for it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Like that's
Interesting.
how it started.
Interesting.
Like it wasn't truly independent. They still had people to answer to because like where do you get the money? GameSpot writers don't have the money to start a business with multiple people and video production and stuff, especially in the early 2010s when that used to be a lot more expensive.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not entirely sure, but either way,
Yeah.
Giant Bomb was always an entity that was designed to be independent, and
Yeah.
it was formed as a retaliation for the way people had been treated at GameSpot. Anyway, flash forward 17 odd years. Basically, one day at work, then I see on Slack that Grubb is no longer at the company, and what people didn't know and was that Bacala wasn't at the company either, which
Yeah.
really sucked because I really kind of became close with him over the last couple of years.
I mean, Tom, the day before this happened, which I didn't actually, I caught up on all of this like in the middle of the night in Hawaii when Teresa like fell asleep and I was still awake. And at that point, I was like, well, I'm not texting you. It's like 3 a.m. It's like,
Sure.
I guess we'll see how this shakes out when I get home.
Right.
But that Wednesday, you had talked about how you were like, oh, well, Jeff says we're definitely going to be in LA. We're going to be there and it was the next day that this happened. So I was like, oh, that's interesting. You're now on the podcast talking about stuff that is already outdated
Yep.
because things took place because we recorded a day early. I was like, that's so weird.
I reached out and I was like, dude, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm really, this sucks that this has happened. Like, da 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 da. And he messages me and he's just like, he basically was like, don't worry. I have a feeling this is all gonna work out. I'll see you at PAX. And I was like, you're gonna see me at PAX? You'll bring your wife and kid to PAX still, the event that you don't that you have a contractual obligation to go to, but like you don't work for the company anymore that's hosting the fucking thing. Anyway, about a week goes by, PAX ends up happening. I didn't really know PAX was really happening until about last Tuesday, when we kind of got the message that we were still gonna go, and we were still and like they were gonna do their thing and we were gonna do our thing. And we had a ton of plans this past weekend to like shoot a bunch of things, but obviously there were multiple conversations happening around the future.
And because you technically work for GameSpot, you were just doing stuff with the Giant Bomb crew because they were kind of they were marrying the two together, but you're under GameSpot.
Yeah, I worked across both brands pretty 50-50, and honestly, because recently, because we had moved to live streaming, and that is the forte of the Giant Bomb team, they were really leading the charge on so many things that I was working very closely with like Grubb and Reichert and Janet Choa in particular, and Bacala, for fuck's sake. Like I was working more with them than some people on my own
with the
team.
GameSpot people. I see.
But I'm on the GameSpot side of things, and obviously there's weird things with that, and like a lot of things, a lot of history there with Giant Bomb and people at GameSpot and like who's on it, who's not, blah 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 blah. We still don't know really what's happening, or at least a good portion of people don't still. And it wasn't until at the panel live where we heard the news that Giant Bomb was independent. Fandom had sold them to the Jeffs, and then Dan and Jan had left, and that was crazy because up until that weekend, Dan and Jan had not left the company. They were still at Fandom and were gonna help originally before they knew that this was going to happen, the plan is they were going to help us launch. Although Dan admits he was like, I was trying to get fired. Anyway,
Sure.
so they're independent now, which is awesome. So happy for those guys. Really cool that is
Yeah.
It's gonna make things at GameSpot easier because now we're down a couple of people, so we can actually hire for specific roles that we need, and not just be like, hey, like let's give this
let's borrow
responsibility
people
to Dan, and
Yeah.
like Jan can do this. Like we have a ton of needs, and we can focus on our own shit for a while. So, and with Switch 2 coming up, fucking Death Stranding, like all of these things, it'll kind of be good to kind of get back to basics for a bit. But I'm excited because we are merging the old shit, like the pre-giant bombification of GameSpot. We're bringing back reviews, we're bringing back old series and things like that, but we are also merging it with some new stuff that we kind of learned from Power Block. And so, yeah, who knows what's going to happen.
Right.
Crazy, crazy times. But, yeah, the last week has been, I have been, like, out of it.
Sure.
Pretty much recovering until today.
Yeah. Did you see any cool games at PAX?
I did. I saw Crimson Desert, which is the...
That sounds like a AI-generated title for a video game.
It's the...
Okay, wait, Alex.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take a guess. What is Crimson Desert? Stop typing it on your phone. I see you looking at it.
I'm not looking at my phone. I'm cleaning the bottom of my mouse.
Oh, okay. you gotta clean the ball. You got dust in the ball, in the trackball. Or...
Yeah, because his mouse is from the year 1950.
I mean,
50,
Tom,
1950. That's
you
what
know that if
went.
Alex could have,
Mouse.
if Alex could have like
Actually,
the
they
mouse
probably
he used
didn't.
in like 6th grade, he would.
Yeah, that's true.
It's got like the old
spin the bottom
serial
off
port. Yeah,
and take the ball out.
yeah. That would make Alex happy. If he could also then put the computer into the desk under a piece of glass that like is reflected up, so he could look down at the computer. What is Crimson Desert?
Crimson Desert is a first-person shooter like Modern Warfare.
Okay, Tom. Crimson Desert is a card-based roguelite.
Go away. Sorry, we've got another fucking dog over.
2 dogs? Man,
Mish.
That's crazy.
Say hi?
Tom's chair looks comfy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It's that really expensive chair.
This is Mish.
Is that an Eames? Your chair, Tom?
It's called the no, it's not Eames. It's from a company called
It looks nice.
V Armchair is the name of the brand.
Oh.
All right, goodbye. Crimson Desert is a single-player RPG that is a spin-off of Black Desert Online. It's a Korean game from a studio called Pearl Abyss.
Oh, fuck. Alex is way closer.
And it looks and plays really cool. It is and borrows a ton of different things from like Tears of the Kingdom, like there's Sky Islands and infinite climbing and like a bunch of that. There's a lot of Skyrim influence in there. There's a bit of Assassin's Creed in there from like crowd density and design of the world.
Is this third person, this game?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Third person. But it instead of like having like Dark Souls action, they describe it more as like being a fighting game. Like you're trying to like build combos, and the game looks stunning. And what's really cool is like it's very high fidelity, and they have it running very, very optimally. And it's because they're using a proprietary engine, and they're basically saying so many open world games rely on engines designed for not open world games, and we have built our engine from the ground up to do this. So that's how it looks so good. And it looks that good in person. And and it's difficult. Like we were fighting 2 bosses. I fought this thing called the Reed Devil, which is like really fucking fast. And then there is the Stag Lord, who's huge. So you can't like, you can do all these like crazy WWE moves where like you can do a cool one where it's like if they get close enough, you can hold your sword up and like use the glint of the sun to like blind them and then go in for like
Oh,
a
that's pretty
stab.
cool.
And then you can do like a grapple move, but if it's like the Stag Lord, he's too big, like you won't be able to grapple him, but he can pick you up and kind of toss you around.
Does he have
So
big antlers?
yeah, he has like a big fucking
Sick.
helmet thing.
Cool.
Yeah, and so it looked really cool. We played with our gameplay guy Max, who was like, I want to go, like, can I just stay here and play? And he was super into it. So saw that. We saw some of Night Rain, new boss from Elden Ring Night Rain. That's coming out at the end of the month, so I'm very stoked for that. I'm hoping the three of us can enjoy some Night Rain at the end of the month before SGF, before Switch 2.
Yeah, we gonna be able to do it?
What do you mean?
Well, you gotta get good.
I saw this thing. Okay, so I saw this game on a little game. Oh, I saw some Switch 2 accessories. So Genki had like a 3D printed like Switch 2, and they had like all of their accessories and stuff, but they had signs that were like, this is not a production unit, like do not sue us, Nintendo, because they kind of got into some legal trouble after pulling that shit at I think it was GDC this year or something.
I thought it was CES where they had.
Oh, CES. Yes, you're right. You're correct. CES.
That was like when the first leak happened.
Yes. They were like, here's the Switch 2, and none of us knew what it looked like at then. Now we do, obviously. The other game I saw was called Mississippi Mayhem, and it was a Game Boy game this was like a really last minute meeting that got set up, and they were playing it on something like an Ambernick, but it was from a different company, and it was a bit more plasticky, a bit more toy-like. And it was a Game Boy cartridge. It's being designed as a Game Boy game. It's being kind of funded by this guy who like originally like got in, like helped fund Unity back in the day, and like was a really big developer who was just like, I was like, do you live in SF? He's like, no, I live here, but we have a house in San Francisco. I was like, oh, okay, I see what kind of money we're talking about here. And it's him, and he went on a fucking, his brother made YouTube videos, and back in the 2000s they went on this tour of the Mississippi River, fucking canoeing, and that's what the game is. And you're just basically, it's like an endless runner, but you're on a river and like trying to control 2D top down pixel art game. Look, was fun. I played it in like a debug mode, so it was kind of janky, and they're very clearly still working on it a lot, but that one was pretty sick. That was really cool. I'm glad I saw that. And then played a ton of Magic the Gathering. Like we played so
Oh, you're such a nerd.
Magic, dude.
You're such a fucking nerd.
So much Magic. We are so in, dude. We had so much fun. You know what was funny? On the last night, I'm like chilling with someone, and they're like, "What are you up to tonight?" And I'm like, everyone else was out at dinner, but they were gonna come back, and like I was like, yeah, I think we're gonna play Magic in the hotel lobby. And they were like, great. And they opened up their bag and just put like 7 decks on the table, and I was like, fuck yes, let's go. Anyway, so that's the journey of the last couple of weeks. It's been one, I'll tell you that. Been one.
Come on. Time to get ready for some news. Bungie's in trouble.
Which
Bungie got caught plagiarizing an artist for their new upcoming game, Marathon. This would be the 3rd time now they've been caught for plagiarism. They got caught a few years back for Destiny, and then for Destiny 2. They got caught like a decade ago for Destiny for a flag, and it was the flag, it was the Keck flag from
yes.
was also so it's very clear that like they just this is what happened. By the way, this is why AI art is going to be a thing, which like sucks. Because there's already so many
Mm-hmm.
people that have either too much work to do or are in jobs that they shouldn't have, and they just steal from other people. Um,
Mm.
it is a really hard. I really wonder, Tom, like
Mm.
I wonder how hard it is to actually catch this stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like
Oh, yeah.
with there being so much art, like I can't imagine what a pain in the ass the oversight must be because it's simple enough that it could be the work of one or two people, right? Like this could be the fault of one. Now it seems like the art that was plagiarized, the like lead design person for the game follows that person. Um,
Mm.
so it doesn't look
Yeah.
Mm.
good.
Yep.
Looks pretty bad. And it is not like one thing. It is
No.
it's like
And
boom,
it's
boom,
like
boom, boom, boom.
copy paste.
It is
It is
copy.
crazy. There is no. It is like, oh, you posted this piece of
Why
art.
did they
I'm
just
gonna put
hire
a
this person to
sticker.
work on the game?
Dude, well,
This
because
person
they're
makes really cool art.
yeah.
It is clearly like a big part of the aesthetic of this game. And I will say the coolest thing that I think that this game has going for it is the fact that it looks good. Otherwise, like I don't really care about the like concept of an extraction shooter, but I'm
Sure.
like, well, if it plays good and it looks good,
Mm-hmm.
then maybe I will find enough fun there, like, and I won't care about the mode as much. But man, what are you doing? What are you doing?
What are
They
you
got money,
doing?
they got
What are you
artists.
doing?
Why you gotta
Yeah.
not good.
Yeah.
Not good.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Not great.
Not great.
So that's the first bit
No.
of news.
It's tough out there
Yeah.
being an artist. Yeah. What else do we have here? They opened up a Nintendo store in San Francisco. So if you're in San
Dude, I
Francisco,
saw they have exclusive merch. It looks fucking it's nice.
I
It's
think they
nice.
also like imported some merch from Japan. The Japan like there's some merch that has only been available in Japan, but
Oh,
now is
sick.
available at the SF store, which is really cool.
That is cool.
What else? Maybe a price hike on the PS5. I
It's
think
gonna be a
they
price
had
hike on
that.
everything.
Yeah, so that's not not crazy.
Yeah.
Speaking of Bungie, they've got that spin-off studio, Team LFG, is the name of it. That is the studio that spun off from Bungie last time they had layoffs, and they had like a project that was in incubation, and Sony was like, "Yep, that looks good. Let's spin them off into their own team," and they made Team LFG. This is the game that's like the Jelly Bean. It's kind of like it sounded like a what is that Jelly Bean game? Fall Guys, something like a little Fall Guysy. We will see, considering that they just Jade Raymond just left Sony. That's the other big bit of news. Jade Raymond, who worked similarly in a similar situation to those Typhoon guys, the guys that made the Savage
Yeah.
Planet games, I actually think Stadia, and then when Stadia hit the shit hit the fan, left, formed Haven, and basically sold the studio to PlayStation. They were making Fair Games. There was a trailer for that years ago now at a PlayStation thing. This was like meant to be like one of the big, hey, we've got all these live service games, and now that game seems to be in big trouble, and now Jade Raymond no longer works for PlayStation. So that is crazy. She's like the Amy Hennig. Like she's always a project that just like is never able to come out, and it is a real testament to how fucking like awful the industry has gotten. Yeah. I think that's the big stuff. Anything
Oh,
else?
maybe.
Go ahead.
I'm just making sure this is real.
Which one? Oh, fairgrounds, fair games.
No. It's not video game news,
Oh,
but I'm gonna bring it up anyway.
okay.
Alex, you know how I was saying we need more new. Pay attention. You're not
I'm
even
paying
looking in this
attention. I'm
direction.
Oh
listening. What
my
do you want?
god.
Got a new reality show for you
Okay.
Oh.
by the one and the only
J.J.
uh,
Abrams.
Christy Nome.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Christy Nome wants U.S. citizenship process to play out in front of
Oh.
cameras. She wants a reality show where migrants fight for
Uh,
citizenship.
oh my God. See,
The
this
show
is
is in
like,
the early
you know
stages
what's
of
really,
vetting, and
This-
so
yeah.
the approval
They're
process has not.
making like the Tunaville, Tuna World
this is the
stuff
Hunger
like
Games.
This is the
the
Running
Hunger
Man.
Games.
in
This is the Running Man.
Yeah, the Running Man.
What do you mean
Yeah.
Tunaville style? You having a
Well, when I like,
gladiatorial-
you know,
This
my
is evil Tunaville. This is evil Tunaville.
yeah, but even more. Like my Tunaville has like certain rules, like old people can't drive over the age of 70, and
Logan's Run.
Yeah, Alex is. I mean, let's be clear. Tunaville is an authoritarian like
Oh,
hellscape.
yeah,
100%.
It's just
Tunaville is
Alex
me
thinks
running the
of it as
world.
an authoritarian utopia, but it's you know,
it's hyper efficient. It's
Yeah.
yeah. We've got
no
this
one
little
talks to
term,
each other. No one has to
groceries.
see each other. No one.
It's a very
like I
ancient
thought about it
term.
today, right? Like
It's very
today, there was
outdated.
someone I've driven around. I was driving today because I had to drive to work, and also, dropping the kid off and stuff. And there are just people driving pickup trucks that I'm like, you don't need this. Like
Yeah,
this
correct.
is crazy.
And
You-
they're like
you-
lifted too, so they're gigantic. So
It's
they're, like,
ridiculous. You're
you can be
taking up
6 feet
two
tall and you
spots.
can't even like get seen
Yeah.
by it.
Yeah, you're taking up two fucking spots. You don't have a job where this requires it. So I was in my head, I was thinking like, man, if I ruled the world, I would totally ban these. Like,
Fuck
this
yeah.
get
Yeah,
banned.
no, you for cars that size, you should absolutely require a specialized license.
It
for
should be a special license. You should have to
Yeah.
show that you need that car. That you
Yeah.
absolutely need that
yeah,
pickup truck.
and you should have to take a separate driving test too.
And your significant other can't drive it.
Yeah. Also, they should generally be illegal because like most of them have such massive blind spots that like they're fucking hitting pedestrians all the time. They can't like see kids and people walking in front of them because they're so high up.
It's a stupid car.
Yeah, it is. It's really dumb.
Stupid car.
It's really dumb. A lot of insecure men who need big trucks.
Yeah.
They're small dicks.
Yep. Small dick. Dickard's dad.
Dickard's dad.
Oh.
I thought it was Dick on. I thought his name was Dick on.
Dick on, yeah.
It's
Dickon's
Dickard.
dad.
It is
What did I say? Dickard? I
Yeah,
I
Dickard.
combined Edard Stark and
Dickard, it's Pickard's
Dickon.
brother. Pickard.
Dickard stuff.
Jean-Luc Dickard. You say it enough, it sounds like you're just saying Dick Hard.
I mean, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I heard
Yeah.
that from the jump. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dickon's dad.
I was just
Sounds
like
a
I was
Carl
looking up
Pilkington Game Buster.
gaming news, Tom, and I
Yeah.
was like, well, this is about game shows, but we're talking about new game shows.
Mm.
Truly one of the most insane things I've ever read. Absolute psycho shit.
Yeah, it's fucking mental, dude.
Tom, you got the Nintendo Switch to pre-order through Nintendo.com.
I did. So
Were you able to get a Mario Kart bundle?
I was, because you had to request it when you made the. You had to say
Yeah.
like, I want that eventually.
Wait, do you
Yeah.
not have the bundle, Chris? Is that the problem?
No,
here?
I have the standard. I want the bundle.
So might be able to make someone's dreams come true there, because I've got hopefully there are 2 Switches on their way to me.
Yeah, that's true.
Hopefully
Hopefully.
they both arrive before I leave for LA in fucking whenever, in 2 weeks.
Well, so what are you going to be doing now? Because
Uh,
you're not doing a big giant bomb at night thing anymore.
Oh,
Clearly.
at SGF.
Yeah.
Who the fuck knows?
Oh, okay, cool.
Well, I'll be at Play Days this year, which is exciting. So
Yeah, yeah.
I'll go hands on with stuff, which is awesome. Yeah, I mean, we will be doing what we did last year, minus the giant bomb component. So it's a lot
Yeah.
more like interviews and like live streams during the day.
Sure.
And then honestly, it actually should go a lot smoother. Hopefully,
Well,
we
yeah,
get
'cause
the-
you'll have your evenings free, so you can like get work done and then just be out.
Yeah, and like
Yeah.
and it was tough last year because like when we would do the parties and everything afterwards, people would be trying to get work done,
Right.
and there'd be a fucking all these drunk assholes right there. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
it will
mean, I
be-
remember when I was hanging out with you at the thing, you were like, hold on, I got to go upload a video. You were like, I'm
Yeah.
going to leave for 45 minutes. I'll be back.
Yeah, there was a lot of that last year. There'll be a lot of that this year. I think we'll be doing a lot of Switch stuff. Well, I think the plan is like, and you know, it'll be really great to just like have a bunch of people playing.
Yeah,
Switch.
they're going to do a Switch blowout, I would imagine, of some kind.
So, and we're a lot closer to the Play Days location this year. So, that's exciting. That's nice.
Where is it this year?
It's at some compound. I don't know off the top of my head.
Are you staying downtown again?
That is a great question. It's a great question. Probably. Let's see. Play Days.
Yeah, it's in downtown.
Yeah.
It's interesting that I am 8-Bit's doing it, just because I remember Jeff Keighley had so many problems with E3, which was produced by I am 8-Bit, but I would guess that is just primarily because of the ESA and not because of I am 8-Bit then.
Let's see. Play Days Campus. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, it's by LA Live. It's by all of those. I see.
Cool.
Interesting. We weren't that far from it last year, so I guess the fact that we're closer is awesome. Yeah. So that'll be exciting. That'll be fun, even if it is, you know, gonna be nuts. I have to get my tickets and everything in order tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Email it on unrankedpodcast.com, or you can call 805-738-8692. That's 805-738-8692. That's 805-RETUNYA, RETUNYA. This is an old one that I never played for some reason.
Yo! Let's try this again. Fucked up the first time. Got 2 complaints for you today. The first one is... What happened?
Oh, the
Oh,
complaint
boy.
jingle.
Have you ever... It pisses me off when you're watching like a TikTok or an Instagram.
Tom, do you hear this lisp?
There's no lisp!
Do you hear it, Tom? Do you hear it?
Yeah, I mean, I do.
This is what he does to me while we're playing games. He'll just start doing that out
This
of
is what he
nowhere.
does to me. This is what
No,
he
it's
does
whatever.
to me.
And the person in the video is trying to lip sync to another video or a song or something, and they're just completely and totally off. Take some time, practice a little bit before you fucking record your shit. It looks stupid. You look stupid. If your lips aren't matching what the sound is saying, you're doing the wrong thing. It's annoying. I hate it. I'm going to turn your TikTok off. Put some effort. Put some effort in. Second thing,
Yeah.
I don't like these like square microphone things now. You see them in videos all the time. Everyone's just holding this little square, like almost cube microphone thing, and they're all holding it like they're pincing their fingers together, holding this stupid microphone up to, you look like idiots. It's so stupid. Suck it.
You look like idiots. You're not wrong.
You sounded sick. Maybe you were out that week and so you sent that in.
I did.
And I just
yeah.
never notice it.
Yeah.
Those are good complaints.
No, those are good. I forgot that I sent those in.
Yeah. I forgot too.
Yeah, that
That's funny.
stupid square microphone. It looks really dumb when they're standing around holding this dumb thing. The only one I like is the one that I've seen the guy on the New York subway holding a Metro card.
Yeah.
That I like. I like that idea.
Sure. Yeah, I've seen that
good.
guy.
Like-
Those are also usually pretty good. That guy usually has like pretty good people on too. So
Yeah.
I like him. He's
that
cool.
helps. Yeah. He's like the Subway version of Hot Ones with his interviews.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That was
Welcome
good.
to Google Voice. Google Voice gives you a
Wait, I also have this mess up from Tuna.
What do you mean this mess up?
Yo, got two complaints for you here today. Well, first of all, I don't know if anyone's noticed, but Chris's intro. You know what? I'm gonna call back. I totally fucked this up. I can't even think. It's too early. Fuck it. Suck it.
Oh my God, this is at 5:01 a.m. It says. What are you doing? You having like a fever dream?
Dickon's dad.
So the Tallies.
Oh,
Oh my God! All right, and then
what intro?
I don't know,
I'm like,
dude.
you know what?
This is from months ago.
You know what? I'm gonna call back.
Yeah, I fucked this up. All right, we just got this one today, which is, I guess, why I opened it and then realized I never played that.
Hey there, Unranked crew. This is Kill Care Bears. I actually have been behind. Life's been crazy, but I've just started picking back up the pod, and I'm probably like 30 episodes behind, but I've been listening to episode 412, and you guys were talking about traders. And although I see what Christian says about how the U.S. traders is much worse than the U.K. traders, and I agree with that, and I agree that like the round table discussion's better and everything like that, my biggest gripe with traders has nothing to do with the people, and it has everything to do with the concept of the game. Like, I feel as if it's pointless. Like, I remember watching the season 2 or 3. I stopped watching it now. I probably season 2 then.
But you love it,
of
Alex.
the U.S. traders, and they were voting out the traders, like, back to back almost. Like, it was crazy. It was like every other episode, it felt like they were voting out a trader. But then it just like the game just puts another trader in, or it converts a baseball to a trader. And it's like the game is set up in a way that you could never vote out all the traders before the end. There's always a trader at the end.
In the midst.
Until like the final round table. Like it just feels like, what is the point of even trying to vote out the traders? Because they're just going to be a new one, or they're going to make it harder for you because they're going to convert one of the baseballs. It almost feels like you should try to figure out who the traders are and then just keep them in the game. And then just like wait till the end, vote one of them out, and then you and the other baseballs vote them out right at the end. Like I obviously that would be very difficult to do, but I don't know. I feel like my biggest gripe is that the structure of the game feels like it's unfairly weighted to there always being a trader at the end, no matter how good you do at witch hunting them throughout the round tables. So I don't know if you guys have thought about that. Maybe you think that that's crazy, and maybe I'm, whatever. I'm interested to hear what you think about it, because I feel like that is my biggest gripe with it.
I'm going to call you back.
But other than that, stay ranked and suck it.
So no, I agree with him. I agree with him. It does take a little bit of the, for me.
I don't totally agree,
stakes,
but I mostly
a little bit of stakes. My gripe with the show though is that the challenges feel pointless.
You got to watch UK season 3.
Okay, but the challenges for me, feel mostly pointless, and it's really the round table discussions that is the meat of the matter. But I'm with him that if I were playing this game, I would try to, and I'm faithful, I would try to figure out who the traders are. Not say a word that I know who they are. Keep them in. Save my ass till the end, and then vote them out at the end.
The winners are always people that are friends with the traders. Yeah,
and if I'm a trader, I'm not getting involved in any kind of round table drama.
The problem is though, then the second you're too quiet, it is a thread you got to watch. I'm excited for you to watch the UK season 3.
All right.
I will say, so as far as the challenges go, each season the first season, the challenges were completely pointless. Second season, they did like a couple challenges where they did things within them that forced instigation.
The shield being available makes them more interesting.
So the shields, and there was like forced instigation. So there were ones where they did like the death march, and like where they had people say things about one another and then vote, and then they were revealed through so like those things. Those kinds of games were really good because it fucked with everything.
Sure.
Season 3 turns that up a notch, and there's they actually go full null for one of the games. They tested out this season. I think it was such a hit that I bet we're going to
Well,
see it
that's
again.
what I'm thinking. Like this game would be a little bit, I feel like a little bit more interesting if you put a mole aspect into it too.
There's also an opportunity in a game during that season, Alex. There are opportunities for no one to be able to get killed, to stop a death by the like there are opportunities for things that this season.
Okay.
So UK season 3 also, I think, one of the best groups of traders I've seen.
Okay.
Like as a group, they did a great job. My biggest problem with it, and I agree with the like, yes, it's you have to have, because the show would just prematurely end if they just got. I think that they should just have. There should be a limited one recruitment, and that's if it only gets down to one trader. And they should start with 4. So there should just be 4 from the jump, and there can be one recruitment brought in to, like, you know, because then you're gonna get far enough into the game. Because you also then have to consider you might not want to accidentally win by knocking them out early, right? If you're a faithful, you're like, I don't want to split 100K with 7 other people. We need to get some of these fucks out of here before we knock the last trader out, right? You know that would go down. So I think that they should actually put a hard lock on it so they know there can only be up to 5 traders in the game. There's going to be 4 at the start. And I think that would change things strategically, because people would pay more attention to how people are organizing.
But you see, and I wish the traders had a little bit more to do than just kill people at night, so that there was a little bit more evidence of things. But then I'm basically just pitching the mole to you.
Season 3.
Then I'm basically just pitching the mole. And I almost wish that if we are going to go that route, if we're going to get into a little more mole-ish territory, then I don't want to know who the traders are anymore. I want to try to figure it out myself.
Season 3 does, I think, a good. This season, the UK one, they do some stuff that the US one doesn't do in their games, and they are like, if they continue in that direction, the games are going to feel even better every season. Like, this is the best they've done it. But yeah, I agree. I definitely agree that there is a level of, like, you just keep bringing people in. So I think if you just start with 4 and be like, all right, well, when we get down to 1 person, they can have a single recruitment as like a last ditch. But otherwise, like, I think the faithful should be able to just win. They should be able to just win, but they're probably not going to want to with too many people.
Right.
So, you know, there it is.
There it is.
There it is. Thanks for coming for another episode of the Unranked Podcast. Next week, Alex and I will check back in. We'll have probably a lot of updates on our walkabout mini golf scores. We're going to start with week 2's courses. Tom, you going to jump in on any of these? We're submitting them to speedrun.com.
No. Okay, enjoy your project.
Yeah. So yeah, that's our project. That's your project. That's everybody's project. This was the Unranked project. Stay unranked.
Second.
Wait, so have you uploaded any? Because I also noticed that you followed.
I did.
For the first
I
time
uploaded
ever
today.
Oh yeah, you said that. For the first time ever in the history of my life, I've gotten a YouTube notification, and it was like, you followed me. So
who am I being from the jury?
Oh, David.
Yeah. I don't know if that came across in my.
It does. I love David. I hope he's back for 50.
Such a character.
I love him.
The looks he like shoots.
yeah,
fucking funny.
Yeah, he's great.
Tool.
He's awesome.
Loser. He's not awesome.
Who do you think's
He's awesome.
here?
He's one of my top 5 players in the new era.
Joe, right? Joe at this point, like it's
Joe's to lose. It's Joe's to lose. Ava has
Maybe.
no shot. They're just going to say that Joe did everything for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Camilla, probably not. Kyle's got a good shot, I think.
Yeah,
Kyle's got a good shot.
Who can stun? Who at the
Mitch
end can
doesn't
make
have
the
a. I don't
jury-
think Mitch has a
doesn't
chance.
Have a shot. Yeah.
No,
Mitch doesn't
I
have
think
a
it's
shot.
Kyle, Joe, Camilla.
I just want to see. All I care about is I want Joe versus Eva fire making. That's all I want.
Ooh.
It'd be awesome.
I don't
It
know.
would
I
be
feel
so
like Joe's
awesome.
gonna. I feel like Joe's gonna win the next two immunities.
Dude,
Yeah.
he fucking crushed
He's a
this
beast.
one. It was unbelievable.
He's a beast.
Yeah.
What a beast.
He's an absolute challenge beast.
All right, I have the tier maker here for the things,
What things?
the legendaries.
Oh,
I'm sending a request
request to who?
to Chris. Oh, multiple presenters can share. There we go.
You're streaming, right, Tom?
Yeah.
Recording stopped.
How do I stop that? Okay.
All right, you see this?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So it has all of them, but we can pick and choose what we want to do. So we're going for the trios. So there's 4 tiers: S, A, B, C, D. And then
No
we just,
F.
people can build different things. So some might have a F tier. I think we can add a tier. Maybe I don't know how to customize.
Should we just stick to the first 4 gens
Yeah, sure.
because we haven't done any of the other ones, and that will help limit
Sure.
how many Pokemon we're talking about. You know.
Sure.
All right.
All right.
Articuno, I think, is S.
S.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
What?
Oh, okay, right. We're doing it like tier maker. Okay. All right, that's fine.
I think Zapdos is S.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I actually think that the original, the OG three are S.
I'd put
Okay.
Moltres as an A.
I would have only put Articuno as S, but if you want to put them all as S, I'm fine.
Well, we're in agreement on A for Moltres, Chris.
Fine.
I like Moltres more than Zapdos, so, you know,
I see.
it's
Yeah.
tough. That's tough. How about
All right, fine.
how
Put-
about how
Put them
about
both in A and put Articuno
Galarian
in
Moltres
S.
goes in S
No.
and Moltres
This
goes in
thing?
A.
No.
Yeah, dude.
Is that what
Galarian
that
Moltres
is? What
is
is that?
fucking
I think we
sick.
skipped the alternatives.
All
I think we
right.
just go
Okay.
OG.
All right.
I mean, look, I'm down. Well, I can't do Zapdos in A. I can't do it.
All right, fine.
Raikou.
Okay, so we have Raikou, Entei, and Suicune. So we have the electric, the fire, and the ice.
Suicune
Alex.
is S.
Yeah, Suicune's definitely S.
Top of S, I'd even say.
Okay.
I think Entei's on the bottom
Okay.
of the A.
I agree.
Okay. Okay.
And I put Raikou above Moltres like this.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Alex is having trouble with this because the fires now are at the bottom on both.
That's all right. Fuck them.
Ice, yeah, it is ice, electric, fire. Okay, next. Oh, the D. These are all.
Well,
D
next
tier.
up would be Kyogre, Groudon, and Rayquaza.
Well, no, the Reggies are above them.
Well, yeah, but
Reggie's
they-
a
Oh
D.
yeah, you're right.
D. D.
Yeah, I put
They
all
suck.
the Reggies in here.
Well, that's a legendary quintet. Okay, so you have Reggie Rock, Reggie Ice, Reggie Steel, Reggie
Let's
Lecky,
rock.
and Reggie Rago.
Those are later Pokemon. It's just the 3: Reggie
Okay.
Rock, Reggie Ice, Reggie Steel and then you got the Lugias, and then. I mean, if we want to do Groudon, Kyogre,
I don't know.
and
I
Rayquaza.
would put Registeel at C. I think Registeel is kind of cool.
This guy.
Yeah, he's like a mech.
He looks like
Okay,
the
you know
supreme
what?
god of
Fine.
Dragon
C is
Ball
fine.
Z.
Yeah, and you know what,
Or
Alex?
Dragon
He's
Ball
a god.
Super.
He's a legendary Pokemon.
All right.
So are we doing these 3? Kyogre, Rayquaza?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kyogre, Groudon,
Rayqu-
and Rayquaza.
Rayquaza's up there.
It's S,
Rayquaza's
top of S.
way up there.
Top of
I would.
S.
All right,
That's
okay.
Yep. Yeah.
Jeez.
Kyogre A.
No.
Oh, that's,
Kyogre's an A.
B. B at the most.
Fine, I'll take it only because you had to take Zapdos where it is. But like, that's fucking nuts.
What? You gotta have some. You gotta have some. Losers.
Yeah, I hear you. We Tom, we should include the 2 birds from Silver and Gold. Because the way we're doing this is a lot faster than I had said, so we may as well just rank them all.
You want to do all of these guys? Or
We may as
just-
well of the first 4, so we may as well include Mew and Mewtwo.
Okay.
right?
All right, Mewtwo, S.
Oof.
U2S for sure.
S. It's the OG. It's the very, very first.
Rayquaza, top
Yeah.
of S.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Mew,
It's like an A.
top of A.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Mew wasn't that impressive. Like I was like the anticipation for Mew
Yeah.
was like, oh my god, and then when you got Mew, it was like, oh.
It's totally there by association.
Mm.
Lugia
and
ooh.
Ho-Oh.
Lugia's
Lugia's S. Yeah.
Okay.
Under Suicune.
I feel
It's
like
better than the trio.
The bird trio.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where do you want Ho-Oh, Alex?
Oh God, Ho-Oh.
S, just because it was the first
Yeah.
mysterious,
Okay,
legendary
bottom of S,
Pokemon
bottom
I
of
ever
S.
saw in the show.
Would you want it higher, Alex?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I also want it higher.
Yeah.
I agree.
Well, Tom,
I
when
think-
I was 10 years old and I turned on Pokemon for the very first
you
time.
want back-to-back Lugia Ho-Oh above the other birds?
Yeah. Also, by the way, Tom, one of the best Pokemon animated movies is the one with Ho-Oh and Ash becomes the Rainbow Champion, and he's basically like saves the world. I mean, he gets like a rainbow feather from Ho-Oh. It's amazing. It's so fucking good. That poke's got to be high.
Oh, above Lugia.
I think it's better than Lugia.
Yeah.
Wow, above Suicune.
I think it's better than Suicune.
Yeah.
Above Rayquaza.
Maybe not, but it's still
Yeah,
up
maybe
there.
not.
Okay.
I would
still
put it
up
in
there.
third.
Okay.
I think Tom, this is the only time where I'm like,
When we
There-
saw
there's-
that in the
yeah.
anime, that
Look,
was huge.
Yeah, I get you.
It wasn't in the fucking Pokedex.
it's
It
in
wasn't
the,
in the game.
first episode. The Pokedex is like, what is it?
What
I
is
don't
it?
know.
I don't know, and it's not in the game that we
And then
had.
it took years. It took years before anyone knew what that Pokemon was.
Celebi.
Oh, Celebi's a cool Pokemon.
I think it's slightly better than Mew.
I also think it's
That's
slightly
fine.
better than Mew.
Top of A.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah. Also, one of the best Pokemon movies.
Good one.
Ash goes
Yeah.
back in time. He meets young Professor Oak.
His father.
And this is why Professor Oak so Professor Oak knows this in the future and remembers
Right.
Ash. That's why he gives him the Pikachu and everything. He knew one day Ash would get his Pikachu. So like it's crazy.
Latios and Latias. I think they're in C. I would do it like this.
That's fine.
I'd put this one here, this one after him, and then Reggie Steele.
Really?
Yeah,
What's
I like
wrong
the
with
blue
that?
one.
All right. I would have went B. C's fine.
All right.
C's fine.
Jirachi. B.
You
Jirachi.
can put that in the B area.
Bottom of B.
Yeah.
Sure.
Deoxys.
I don't feel
I'm
very
a
strongly about him.
Big Deoxys fan.
All right, you can put him in.
Specifically
What gen was
C then.
Deoxys? 4 or
Three.
3?
Three. End of 3.
Yeah.
I think he was Emerald. Like he was not in Ruby Sapphire. He was Emerald.
Okay.
I think Deoxys is real fucking cool.
I
would
think it's
put
an
him
S-class
high.
Pokemon.
I think it's S.
Yeah.
All right.
I agree.
Under Rayquaza, honestly.
I was going to say under
Yeah. What do you can't just
Okay.
decide, Tom. This is tier by
Now
committee.
he's got these other forms: attack, defense, and
Well, we're not doing that because we
No,
have the
okay,
two
okay,
other
okay.
Mewtwo's. We have the other
we're not-
legendary
we're not
trio.
fucking with
The only thing is these were in the games. Like attack and defense form were also.
Yeah,
in the
these
games.
are also in the games.
right. but
All of these
Mew-
are in the games.
Yeah, but Mewtwo X and Y are not.
Oh, I see.
They're
Yeah, but they're
megas.
just different forms.
That's
It's
All
yeah.
right, now we've got these 3 chuckle fucks.
Which 3 Chuckle Fox?
The
Oh, okay. Yes.
Uxie
I
and
actually like the
Poopsie.
yellow. I like yellow the best.
Yes.
Oh, do you? Because I think okay.
No.
I think the last one. I think the blue is the best design.
I like it.
But-
Okay,
I
that's
don't
fine.
Yeah.
like the middle one.
The middle one's the worst.
Yeah.
Middle one's definitely the worst.
This one
Mhm.
is going.
It's not. They're not better than Latias.
You can put him in B.
Yeah.
You're gonna put him in C.
Well,
You think
it's
it's worse than Latios
we
and
could do this.
Latias?
We could do this. We can make Chris happy. We can put these at the bottom of B, and then this is the top of C.
Okay.
Cool. And
I would just put I would put the blue one and then the pink one.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably how it's
Yeah.
gonna shake out. Yeah.
Yeah. I would just do
Okay.
it like that.
All right.
And then we got a couple of big boys coming next.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
So exciting times.
I thought we were. Oh, okay.
We'll get that when we get there.
Well, wait.
What? Oh, you want to do them now? We just
We're
haven't.
not doing them now. We're only doing up to where we are.
Oh, okay. I thought we were doing the generations, but that's fine. Yeah, we
No, because
can.
we can't. That's
We'll
premature.
leave it here.
Okay.
We can save it. I can.
Okay, well, then we can
save.
update it. Yeah, save
Yeah.
it, and then we can. Okay. All right. I like that.
Create a fucking account if you want to fucking suck my dick.
Oh, right. And Diamond and Pearl's this generation.
Yeah.
Arceus is this generation. So we didn't
Correct.
do Arceus yet.
Correct.
Okay.
Oh fuck, where is it? I'm signed in to Tim Maker.
Yeah, I bet you are.
Go away. Go the fuck away.
We're gonna go play Mario Party? Walkabout mini golf? Mario Party?
Alright, save. Here we go. Oh, it's a
Your wife can play
JavaScript.
Mario Party if that's the thing that's keeping you out of it. She can just be fourth
No,
player.
We just have these dogs. We just have this dog that we're fucking dog sitting.
Yeah, the
And
dog can.
what is-
The
what is
dog
the-
can.
and what
Dog
is- what does
sit-
the dog have
The dog
anything
can dog
to
sit
do?
down
And
next
what
to
does
you.
what does that dog?
What does the dog
to
have anything to do with video games?
Yeah, it can dog sit down next to you.
No,
Yeah.
it's more about the expectation of post pod activities.
Post pod
Don't
depression.
Don't raise your eyebrows like you don't know about post pod activities, Tuna.
I've never had post pod activities because my
Oh, you
wife
never
goes to
had post-pod
bed like at a
activities.
decent time.
No, you've had post pod activities.
I've never had post pod activities. Post pod activities would include me going to bed
Or
that
playing
would
video
be-
games.
or playing video games with you guys. There's no
Yeah.
post wife pod activities
Well,
going
look,
on.
Let's get some gaming in this weekend. Brooke is not
You
around.
look like you know what? You look like fucking Adam Levine from Maroon 5 from the side.
Brooke doesn't want to play Mario
Ridiculous.
Party?
I'll ask. I'll see.
I'll ask her.
Okay, you ask her. Go ahead. All right, I'm gonna
Oh,
stop
boy.
streaming.